Today we're talking platinum hair. Everything from maintenance, hair growth, to extensions. Stay tuned until the end of the video for my top picks for hair care and what products help your blonde be its absolute healthiest. Hi guys! So today, by special request, I am going to talk all about having platinum blonde hair. I don't think I could have a hair color or hair length that was more of a pain in the ass. I'm gonna go through what it takes to have platinum blonde hair. Maintenance, I'm going to go through extensions, extension maintenance, because those are two different things. I'm gonna go through products. Before you commit to having platinum blonde hair, there are a few things that you should know. So, number one, you cannot go back and forth to this color. You can't say one day I'm going to be blonde and then the next day I'm going to be brunette and I'm going to go back and forth, because you are going to fry the ever-living out of your hair. You may be able to have hair that goes back and forth, but it's going to be this short. There's just no way. It damages your hair so bad to change your hair color. Even if I wanted to dye my hair darker, because I took all the pigment off of my hair, which is what bleaching does, takes all the pigment out. Because I did that, any color that I'm gonna put on top of this is gonna just wash out. So it's not gonna stick to this anymore. The grow out. So you're always gonna have a little bit of a root. Pretty much. I mean, if you have dark hair, my hair is dark as my eyebrows. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a root starting at about 2 weeks. 2 weeks and I'll have a tiny bit of a root, and then by 6 weeks I've got almost an inch of root. So if that bothers you, you might not want to go platinum. Platinum blonde hair is going to need to be retouched about every 6 weeks, depending on how fast your hair grows. So I am going to the salon and sitting my ass in a chair for 4 hours plus. And I am not doing that in my town that I live in because it's very small. I am driving to a bigger city so that I can get a professional job by a blonde specialist, okay? Another important thing, do not go to your regular hairstylist. Do not go to someone who works at a salon you can just walk into and ask for platinum blonde hair. It is a specialty. I don't want to be rude, but your hairstylist may not be qualified to be doing your hair. And I learned this the hard way. The very, very, very hard way. I know as well as anybody that you form friendships with the people who do your hair. When you're sitting in their chair, you're talking about family, you're talking about life, and you become friends. So when you become friends with someone, it is hard for you to cut the bond. But for blonde hair, I am telling you, they are gonna fry your fucking hair off if you don't be careful. So blonde specialist is what you need. Someone who specializes in blonde hair. Now, if you want to go to your regular hairstylist, just have the conversation with them that they are 100% confident that they can do your hair the way that you want it to. Because what can happen is you can leave the salon in tears as your hair is falling out of your goddamn head. And that has happened to me, okay? So my hair ended up being a third of the thickness that it was. That was my come to Jesus moment, deciding whether this hair was worth it or not. And do you know how I figured out that I am a true blonde at heart? Is I didn't let that stop me. All right, most people who fried their dang hair off would have run for the hills and never done blonde hair again. But when you want it and you are committed to it, you can have long blonde hair. You just have to take the right steps, and you can't do shortcuts. For the love of God, do not ever try to have platinum blonde hair at home. Don't do it. There, you will find plenty of YouTube tutorial videos of people telling you can do it at home. But listen, you can't. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. Their hair might look good on camera, but I guarantee it's not gonna look good in real life, and I guarantee it's not gonna be healthy. So you cannot do it at home unless you're a hairstylist, okay? If you're trained, you can probably do it. Do not go to the store and buy a box of bleach and put it on your head, because you're gonna get in the shower and it's all gonna go down the drain. And I have done that too. I've done that too. Not all of my hair fell out, but I have gotten into the shower and prayed to Jesus, like, please don't let all my hair fall out. You don't want that kind of stress in your life. You know, I've done it all. I've done it all. I've tried to high lift it myself. I thought, oh, let's do some high lift in here because that's not as scary as bleach. No, don't do that, because you're going to end up with orange hair. Orange or yellow, not platinum. I know it's expensive, so you have to kind of budget it. I don't have a good solution for it being expensive. What I had to do was get my ass to school and get a degree so I could afford it. That's what I did. Then we get into having extensions. So extensions are a whole nother animal. There's a lot. Putting them in, taking them out, moving them up, moving them out. It just depends though on what type you're getting. So the type of extensions that I have are beads. So these beads are about 5 months old now. They have grown out significantly, and I'll show you what they look like. They're hard to see, but see there? They're just little beads. They go all throughout your hair, and they're not connected to every hair, but they're connected to, you know, a good amount. And these are long. These are the 24-inch extensions that I got for my wedding, and I have had them 5 months, so I've probably lost about like 15 total. And then when I get retouched, sometimes she'll pop a few of them off that are, you know, not behaving, but for the most part I have most of them still in after 5 months. If you have more coarse hair, then you might get more tangled, and you might mat up around your bead, and in that case you're gonna really need to be brushing and putting on oil to keep your hair from getting into like little baby dreadlocks and all twisted up with each other. So my hair is fine and pretty silky, so they don't really tangle up, and that is the reason why I've been able to have them on for 5 months. And some people can go 6 months, but after this, she's taking them out after this next appointment in 6 weeks. So the other way to have extensions is to have a strip of hair, and that adds volume, but it does not add length. So if you want length, then you have to get the beads, because they have to be placed a certain way. Some people will tell you don't have to do it that way, but I have never tried that. This is actually my first time ever having extensions, and I really like it. I do worry that it's damaging my hair, and I'm curious to see what my hair looks like after I get these off in 6 weeks. My hair is on the mend. For the last couple of years, I've been seeing the same hairstylist, and the hair that I came to her with, that was basically had fallen off at about there. It was about, you know, 1 inch long all the way around my head. I know. Is now grown out this much. And that's how long I've been using OLAPLEX, and that is how long I've been really making an effort to care for my hair and get it healthy again. My actual length of hair is, let's see if I can find some of my hair. So that's how long my natural hair is, and that is what the extensions add. So the extensions are adding a couple of inches, and my hair though is still pretty long. And the only reason why I've been able to get it long like that is because I've been taking care of it. I have extensions to enhance my hair, but I don't want to be dependent on extensions for the length and the health of my hair. Like, I want to have healthy hair too. I have to tone it. So the tone is what's going to make it not look brassy or yellow. And that will over time wash out of your hair. So it depends if you have hard water. So hard water can build up in your hair, and I think it's either the calcium or the sodium, something in the water is going to build up in your hair and make it look dull. And that's where your purple shampoo comes in. So that's where you want to be using quality purple shampoo. And you don't want to leave it on too long either. So you're putting it in your hair every, 2 or 3 washes, and you're leaving it in maybe a minute max, and washing it out. Because if you put it on damaged, porous hair, your hair will turn purple. But the purple pigment in the shampoo is what is going to counteract that brassiness, that yellow. It's the opposite on the color wheel, and it cancels it out. So that's important, but make sure you're using one that's healthy for your hair. You want one that's hydrating. Our blonde hair can't get enough moisture. It cannot get enough hydration. Like, you have to drench it in hydration for it to be healthy and grow. Okay? So it's a lot of things. It's a pain in the butt. It really is, but I think it's worth it. I think it's beautiful. I love it. I get a lot of compliments. I get a lot of people wondering, how do you do that? And that's how, honestly, to be perfectly honest, I have tried it all. I have been through it all with my hair, and the things that I'm doing now are the things that are making my hair grow long and healthy. I think those are the main things. And for the love of God, not doing it yourself. And if you have to, I get it. There's no shade here. I have been there. I have been not able to afford it, and this just isn't the video for you. Us blonde girls, we just gotta do what we gotta do. And I just decided I couldn't put myself through that anymore. I couldn't take the stress. Find the best advice you can. So if you're gonna still have to do it yourself, then I totally get that. But find the best advice you can. Don't just pick the first video that you see. Try to find really good advice, because it is just one of those things that is so difficult to maintain on its own, and let alone to maintain it at home. But this video is in no way to make anybody feel bad about, the way that they're getting their hair done or doing it themselves. It is just to let you know what I have been through and what has worked and what has not worked in my experience with my hair. So everybody's different. Everybody likes different tones of blonde, and this is all just my advice and my experience. But there is plenty of beautiful blondes out there who are doing it themselves at home, I'm sure, and I will say a prayer for you. Drop a comment below if you guys have specific questions or anything you want me to do another video on, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Okay, so I'm in the shower, and I'm going to show you the products that I use to maintain my blonde hair. So depending on whether I have extensions in my hair or not will depend on the type of shampoo and conditioner and treatment that I use. So when I have my extensions, I am using this Unite hair care system. So I get this from my salon. It's relatively inexpensive compared to other salon products. And it has a really nice, fresh, clean scent that kind of doesn't linger. And what's most important about this is that when you have extensions, you cannot use your regular products like OLAPLEX, because it just makes your hair very tangly, frizzy, and your extensions are not going to cooperate the way that they will if you're using a system that's designed to be used with extensions. So this Unite brand is really great. It's the 7-second system. So there's a conditioner and a shampoo that I use, and then when I'm feeling really fancy, I'll use the Masque, or if my hair is feeling extra dry, I'll use the Masque. This is available on Amazon, but it's also available at your salon that carries it. Not every salon is gonna have it. It's a professional system, so you can still get it on Amazon though, and I have. But I'm hoping that even after I get my extensions out, I can continue to use it because I love the way it smells. If you have used OLAPLEX before, you know that it does not smell very good. That's one of the downfalls for me. It works amazing and it's literally saved my hair. If you're not using OLAPLEX, you need to start. If you're a blondie, and I'm not even talking about the purple shampoo. That's important to maintain a nice icy blonde, but at least, at bare minimum, you should be using the OLAPLEX number 4 and number 5 shampoo and conditioner. And then the pigment in this purple shampoo is really, really strong. But what I do is I mix a little bit into my regular shampoo and I make my own custom color. The other thing you want to do is store these upside down because they are a pain, an absolute pain to get out of the bottle if you don't. Because they are such thick, rich formulas. The OLAPLEX is available at Sephora. I think you can get it at Ulta. And obviously you can get it on Amazon. And this really does repair, strengthen, and nourish your hair. It is not overrated. It does not smell very good, but it transforms your hair. If you're not using it, you should be. It's night and day, you know, but it takes time. Like when you get through with your first bottle though, you should notice a difference. Last thing is another purple shampoo, and this is one by the brand R&Co and the BLEU series, and this is for blonde. It's a blonde shampoo, but this one is really hydrating. So it also doesn't have a terrible smell. The OLAPLEX purple shampoo does not smell good, and historically any purple shampoo, which I have literally tried them all, from the grocery store brand, all of them. This one is my favorite, but it just does not smell good. And then this one smells better. It's just as pigmented. So you have to be careful about how long you're leaving these on your hair and whether you dilute them by adding them to your other shampoo or not. But this one doesn't leave your hair feeling stripped and like just very dry, and this one kind of does. So even when you go in with your conditioner after a purple shampoo, you're gonna feel dry. So it's important. The other thing is to use a leave-in conditioner. So blonde hair needs moisture. It absolutely cannot live without it, and it will break off and be a disaster. So if you don't have a leave-in conditioner, that is another thing that is an absolute must. And I know this looks like a lot of products, right? But I'm only really using this one right now. I just wanted to show you this one because I'm not just gonna throw this away just because I have my extensions in. When I get them out, I'm gonna go back to using it. So I keep that just right here, stored upside down. And then I go back and forth between what I'm gonna use. And I just have that all handy, and that it is a lot of products, like, don't get me wrong. But the other thing that you'll wanna do is have a leave-in conditioner. So this one's a Detangler / conditioner, and it's the 7 Seconds Unite brand. It smells so good, you guys, like, unbelievably good and fresh. And I use that, and then I also use their Argan oil, and I put this on my extensions every single day. And then I only use this when I get out of the shower, but it also has heat protection in it. So that's something that's super important for us blondes too, is heat protection and UV protection, and that I believe has both. Every single day, you need to be putting oil in your extensions, and they will just absorb it right away, and they do not get greasy. If your extensions are not behaving with all of that, then you're gonna wanna go in with a styler. So this is a styling serum. I like this one. So this one is a deep conditioner. And then this one is a styling serum. And if you don't use one of these, your hair might be more frizzy than you'd like it to be. So if that's happening to you, then you need to get a leave-in styler. So just some kind of styling serum, something with heat protection. So I'm having the heat protection from my leave-in conditioner, and then I'm also having a double whammy from my styler. If I put a lot of this stuff in my hair, it starts to get very tangly, and because of the fine nature of my hair. So I'm going with a very light hand with that. I go a little heavier with the leave-in conditioner and the oil, but the styling products I definitely do not go heavy with. And then I'm just brushing it through my hair before I do any heat on it.